Okay, so see, the first project is very simple. Okay, so the first project, what does it say? So AI product and service are prototyping for small businesses, right? So what's the main thing? Identify small business sectors where AI can be applied and come up with a sellable AI product and service ideas, right? So here, see, the main thing you need to do is you need to come up with idea of product and service, right? You have to come up with idea of product and services which will use machine learning, right? So let's say what are some examples of products and services which uses AI enabled, right? So let's say ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT is a chatbot which uses like machine learning and NLP techniques and or let's say Swiggy. Swiggy is a food delivery app which uses route optimization and other optimization algorithms for faster delivery and all like that, right? Or let's say diabetes prediction and like that, right? So right now with the development of new technologies and with AI and all, so a lot of products and services are coming up which uses machine learning. And okay, so basically your task here is to come up with idea. Okay, come up with idea of a AI product and service which will use machine learning technology, right? Machine learning AI. So here the important thing is, so see this description you can see basically this is a product ideation task. In terms of to come up with a business idea where you will apply machine learning data science in small and medium business and help them with their sales business operations, and you can cover any industry like tourism, agriculture, education, like supply chain, any industry, right? Okay, so this is the solo project. This is an individual project, so each intern has to work individually. Okay, and here, like let's say you come up with an idea. Okay, you come up with an idea of AI product and service. Okay, and you don't need to develop the whole product and service, right? You don't need to develop the app or the website. What you need to do is you need to prepare the report. Okay, you need to prepare the report on the product idea, on the business idea, right? So what the report should contain is like the title of the means what is your idea, right? And then the problem statement, the market need assessment, the target specification. This like touch points you have to cover, right? And right. And here not everything is important. Not everything is important here. So when you are preparing the report, just go through the touch points like one by one. And if you have any doubt on any touch points, just reach out to us. Okay. And here the most important part are the business model. Okay, like what is the business model, right? So what happens when you are working on like machine learning projects, right? That like some of the like many of the machine learning projects are not can't exactly be translated into a practical business model, right? So here your task is that you have to convert the idea of a machine learning project, right? Idea of a machine learning project into a practical business model. Okay, so here are this one the more important part, the business model, right? Business model is the important part, and then this the final product prototype with schematic diagram. So I will just briefly explain what is this. Okay, so these are the touch points. So let's say your idea. Okay, everyone can see the board, right? Yeah, everyone can see the board, whiteboard.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. See, let's say your idea is diabetes prediction app, right? So basically, I think everyone has worked with diabetes prediction. If you haven't worked, you like heard of diabetes prediction project, right? So let's say your idea is diabetes prediction app, right? Let's say you will implement the diabetes prediction means algorithms and like models and data and all in the app and all. So let's say your app takes user values, right? It takes customer values for like age, gender, BP, like body index, like that, and then it gets a probability of diabetes, right? Like for low risk like 20-30%, and for high risk like 90-85%, right? So let's say what happens when someone uses your app and he or she gets like high probability of diabetes. So what you can do is you can make partnership, right? You can make partnership with doctors or hospitals, clinics, and then what you can do is you can send you can send these high risk customers to the your partner doctors and clinics and all, right? And since you're sending these customers to the doctors and clinics, and you can charge some commission, right? Since because they will so basically so let's say your customer went to the doctor for a diabetes checkup, and then they charge them like, let's say, rupees like 1000 for a diagnosis, right? And based on their like location and stuff. So basically, since you're sending the customers, right? You're sending the customers to the doctors, to the clinics, and all. Okay. So now, basically, you're contributing to the profit, right? So now you can charge some commission, like let's say for 5 to 10% like that. Now, what happened is you have converted the diabetes prediction app into a like practical business, right? Now you are able to monetize the whole process, right? You're able to monetize the whole process. So this is the business model, right? This is the financial model, like how you can monetize the whole diabetes prediction app thing, right? So yeah, and then this whole thing, this whole like how the whole product will work, right? How this whole product is working. Basically, it's taking like customer values and is giving probability, and then with the partnership with doctors and hospitals and clinics, you're like charging some commission to them. Since you're sending the customers, right? You are profiting the hospitals and clinics, right? So you can charge some commission per customer, right? So this is like the schematic diagram for the like prototype, right? This is like the prototype schematic diagram. Okay, right. So this is like the schematic diagram for the okay prototype. So these things are important. So yeah, in the touch points you can see the business model, right? The monetization idea, and then the this one, this final product prototype with the schematic diagram, as in the how the whole product will work, how your whole product will work. Okay, and important thing is that you must come up with a product idea. Okay, don't like come up with like a stock prediction or like means credit card prediction like that, like the means credit card fraud detection, not like that. Okay, the idea should be of a product, and then you can implement those technologies, right? Means let's say if your idea is like stock prediction, but like stock prediction is not a product, right? It's just a prediction of stocks. But how can you build a product out of stock prediction, like a customer, like means customer churn prediction? That's not a that's just like that's just a simple project, right? That's not a product. How you can like the product should be how you can use, like how you can monetize the whole customer churn prediction, like that things. Okay, so yeah, and regarding the coding part, okay, regarding the coding part, the in the first project the coding is optional. Okay, the coding is optional, as in you can skip the coding, but let's say you want to do the coding. Okay, you want to do the coding. What you can do in the coding part, okay, what we can do, so I already gave an idea of diabetes prediction app. So the diabetes prediction app, you won't be able to like build, right? In the 10 days it's not possible to build. What you can do is you can work on the diabetes prediction app like project. The project part you can work on. Okay, the project part you can work on for the coding part. Okay, I'm talking for the coding part. So so there already exists like lots of projects in Python and R regarding diabetes prediction. So for the coding part, you can work on the project part, and because the integration is a bit different, right? Not everyone can integrate machine learning models in apps or websites. So for the coding part, you can work on the project and all, or like simple, right? Simple here we have what? Yeah, some basic visualizations on real world and augmented data, simple EDA, ML modeling like that, right? And then you can upload the code on GitHub and then share the link in the report. Okay, and yeah, that's the and if you come to the means this link, you will find some of the like the sample projects, and this the framework. And okay, you can't hear me.
I can hear.
Okay,
You are too loud.
right. Okay, did you just type this? Okay, I'm first briefly explaining, right? Ashish, can you hear me? Ashish, hello. Okay. Okay, yeah. See, if you come to this link, you'll find some of the sample reports. Okay, some of the sample reports regarding the first project, and then here you will find the design framework, like what should like each touch points cover and all like that. Okay, right. So for now, anyone has any queries for now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Deepika.
You are.
Yeah. What's your query?
I'm Deepika.
Right.
So I have a bit of query. I get it that. to make a prototype of the project, but like, is the project supposed to be like completely that something
Unique,
new that
unique. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's yeah, yeah. See, the product has doesn't have to be unique. Okay, the product idea doesn't have to be unique. Let's talk about search engine, right? So search engine already exists, right? Let's say Google, and before Google there exists like Netscape or something like that, right? So search engine already exists, but like with new technologies, like new search engines will come out. Now let's say Bing is going to implement ChatGPT like in their search engine, right? So now this is an example, right? You don't need to build. You don't need to come up with unique idea. Okay, you can take existing product idea. You can take existing product idea, but you can like add the like value of machine learning to that project. Okay, like even in Bing now they are implementing ChatGPT, right? They are going to implement ChatGPT in Bing, the Microsoft, right? And then it will be a like search engine with with a chatbot. So basically, that's another way to look at it. So yeah, you don't need to come up with unique idea. Okay, Deepika? Yeah. So you can take any existing idea. Let's say like social media, right? Social media already exists, right? But let's say, now Instagram uses like a recommendation system, right? Based on whatever you're watching, they will recommend the next reels and all like that, right? So it's using a recommendation system. So let's say your idea is something similar to that, like that, right? So you don't need to come up with any unique idea. Okay, you can take any existing idea, but the implementation should be different. Like what unique you're specifically implementing, like that. Okay, right. Anyone else? Abdul, Ajay, Ashish, Yashwani, Ayush.
explain the coding part.
Okay, coding. Yeah, see, coding part I'm saying, right? So basically, see, if you're at the beginner level, right, or intermediate level, you won't be able to implement the integrator codes, right? So let's say your idea is a diabetes prediction app. I already explained, right? The idea is a diabetes prediction app. So, but you don't have to build app. You don't have to build a website, right? So integrating is a whole lot different thing, and you have 10 days to prepare. So you don't need to build the app, right? What you can do is you can work on the project part. So the idea was diabetes prediction app, but you can work on diabetes prediction project. Okay, are you getting my point, Ashwani? Ashwani, like, are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So
Understood.
right, coding part. Yeah, even if your idea is an idea of a product and service, you don't need to build the whole like it's not even possible in 10 days, right? So you don't need to build the whole app or product, like app or service, right? You need to work on the small scale, like the smallest scale. As in the smallest scale for the diabetes prediction app will be the any diabetes prediction project, right? Based on some input values, you are predicting like probability for diabetes and all, like based on logistic or means SVC or anything like any classification algorithm like that. Okay. Anyone else? Any queries?
So,
Ashish?
sir, you are telling that
Right.
I only have to build a model just and predict some value.
See, the model is the secondary part. The primary part is the report. Okay. The report is to be
Yes, sir.
prepared with product idea. You have to come
Yes, sir. In
right.
the coding part only, I
Right.
only have to build a model.
Right. In the coding part, you can build any simple model related to the product idea. Okay. So
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
so
Thank you.
if your
I
idea
understood. Now,
right,
clear.
if your idea is a diabetes prediction app, you can work on the diabetes prediction like model, like any simple model. Because like if you're going to build an app, it will take a whole lot long process, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right. So yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Okay.
Sir, Parth here.
Okay. Okay. Part right.
Yes, sir. I was asking how many pages of report and
Yes. Yeah.
like we can take
Pages.
data from paper and we can work on
Yeah.
that, right?
In data. Okay. In data. And regarding pages, like there is a page limit. Okay. As long as you can cover the touch points and all. So there's not really a touch point like a page limit, and not everything is important, right? Here, like let's say problem statement and all. Just like let's say you come across like benchmarking internet products, okay, and you don't understand what is this, like you can reach out to us, okay, or you can try googling on it. And like depending on the product and service, like some things may not be important. Okay, let's say applicable regulations. Okay, let's say your idea involves deep fake technology. Okay, deep fake technology is very risky technology, right? Deep fake. So I think like governments soon regularize the defect use of defects and all that. So yeah, they will come under applicable regulation. So if your product uses a defect technology, you may need to research on any applicable regulations on that technology. But let's say your app is your idea is any use of like any, let's say your idea uses simple k-means clustering, right? Now there is no regulation on k-means clustering. It's a simple classification algorithm. So yeah, you don't need to include this means regulations part, right? Because your app on the algorithm it use, there may not be any regulations applicable. So like that, right? So depending on that, you may be able to skip some like some touch points. You may need to include some touch points, right? But the most important parts are the business model, right? Business model, like how you can monetize the whole product thing, like what's the financial model, right? And the yeah final schematic diagram. So try to like make it like if you are like like wanting a minimum page, like try to make a minimum like 5 to 6 pages. Okay, but there is no any page limit. Okay, part. Right.
Yes.
Okay, anyone else? Any queries? Okay, Ashish, can you hear me?
Sir.
Right, right. Do you have any query for now? Okay, did you miss the session or what? Like when I was explaining, did you miss the parts?
Yeah, I missed the bus.
Okay, that's what I was saying, right? I was like, Undepen, you actually you muted yourself. Okay, like see the product the first project is very simple. Okay, you have to come up with an idea of a product and service which uses machine learning. Okay, and after you come up with the idea, you don't need to build the product and service, right? Because building is a different thing, like app and website. You just need to prepare the report based on these touch points. Okay, so what's the touch points include? This whole point, like this this touch points you have to cover in the report. Okay, now first step you come up with the idea of a product and service. Second step you prepare the report. And regarding the coding is optional for the first project. But what you can do is, let's say you want to work on the coding. Let's say your idea is a diabetes prediction app. So diabetes prediction app you won't be able to complete in 10 days, right? But you can work on the project part. Okay, diabetes prediction project. So diabetes prediction project is very simple. Based on some user values, you get some probabilities like that. Okay, and yeah, that's the main part. Come up with an idea and prepare the report on the report in the means your product idea, and then try to cover some of the touch points and all. And based on the idea, like you may be able to skip some of the some of the touch points, right? Just so you can just reach out to us. You can ask like if this touch point is important, if this is important, like you can just reach out to us like that. And if you come to this link, you can find some of the sample reports and all. And then yeah. Okay, like Ashish, did you get the general idea?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, anyone else? Any more queries for now?
Hello, can I start? How is this? Okay.
What? Parth?
Okay, he will ask. You can proceed, Parthi. Okay.
Go.
So I was just asking how to submit the
Okay,
document.
submit. See, so basically, you prepared a report, right? So you can prepare the report in like Microsoft Word, right? So you can submit either in doc form or like PDF form, right? It's up to you. And then you can come up here in the report submission. Okay, okay, it was right. Okay, here report submission. You can come away and you can just upload the means upload the PDF. And if you have done the coding, right? Just upload the codes on GitHub. Like you can manually upload, right, without using Git software. So you can just manually upload and link the GitHub link on the report and then submit it together. Okay, you can link the report in a PDF. Okay, right. Okay, Abdul, did you have any query?
Hello, sir. Good
Right,
evening.
right.
Sorry, I missed studying 10 minutes. So, I'm audible?
Right, audible. Okay.
So, the thing is, I wanted to know
Okay.
that you want an idea of the product,
Yeah,
idea.
idea of a product and service which you use machine learning. Okay. And you don't need to build the product, you don't need to build the product, right? Because 10 days won't be possible. You need to prepare a report as in like what the product will be, like how the product will be developed, like what technologies it will use, like based on these touch points, right? We have given the touch points the material section. So yeah, based on these touch points you have to prepare the report. Regarding the coding is optional for the first project. Remaining project will be compulsory. For the first project it's optional. And yeah, And coding. Let's say your idea is a diabetes prediction app, right? Now app building an app is a different thing, right? But you can work on the diabetes prediction project. So diabetes prediction project, you can work on Python or Jupyter Notebook, like, right, using data sets and all. So yeah, you can work on the regarding the coding. You can work on the small scale. Okay, you got the idea,
Okay, sir.
right?
Got it.
Right.
So do you want to work on a kind of data set also?
No, it will depend on the idea, right? Like whatever your idea is, depend on the it will depend on that. So let's say so again, let's say this diabetes prediction app. Okay, let's say your idea is a diabetes prediction app, and then you prepare the report and all, like, right. And regarding the coding part, I'm again saying, right, regarding the coding part, you can work on the project, okay, diabetes prediction project, and then for diabetes prediction project, you have to work with data, right? You have to work with diabetes data sets, and are you getting my point?
So can we take an idea from YouTube or
Yeah. You can take any existing idea. Okay. So let's say search engine, like search engine is already like search engines already exist, right? But right now with ChatGPT and new like bard models and all, like new search engines will come, right, which will use chatbots and all, like it. So now Google and Microsoft, they're already taking the search engine model, and then they're already implementing the chatbot system and all. So you can take any existing idea. You can just try to add the means use of like per value of machine learning to that. Like how machine learning can improve that product and service, even if you take existing idea. Okay,
okay, sir.
right,
As you have given a example like a diabetic prediction.
right.
So everyone need to work on this particular
No. I just give an
next
example.
prediction.
This is just an example. This is just an example. Okay.
Okay.
So let's say this is the prototype scheme.
This is it.
Like this is the schematic diagram. Okay, this is the schematic diagram. So let's say your idea is a diabetes prediction app. It will take some custom. Let's say user will use the diabetes prediction app. It will take some values, right, from the user, like age, gender, BP, like that, and then it will give some probability, like 20-30% probability of diabetes, or 90-95% probability of diabetes, and based on those high risk patients, what you can do is you can partner up with doctors. You can like make partnership with doctors, clinics, right? So if you get these high risk patients, you will refer to these doctors or hospitals, right? You will send them to these doctors and hospitals. So since the hospitals and doctors will charge diagnosis fee, right, you can charge some commission because you're profiting them, right? You're profiting the doctors and hospitals. So you can charge some commission like 10%, 20%, it's up to you, right? So now you're able to monetize the diabetes prediction app, right? Now you're able to means build a business out of the diabetes prediction. Now that thing we want, okay, how we can build a product of the machine learning ideas. Okay, Abdul, you got the point, right? Okay,
Yes, sir.
great. Okay, any more queries for now? Okay, so yeah, regarding the one-to-one session, if you have any doubt or if you want to discuss something in depth, just reach out to us through the helpline channels. Okay, like we have given the phone number and the Discord and WhatsApp. Like if you want to like if you have simple doubts and simple queries, just use the WhatsApp and Discord. And if you want to discuss like something important, just try give us a call. Okay, just give us a call, or like means if we don't pick up the call, just inform through WhatsApp, and then I want to discuss this. Like, yeah, we'll get back to you. Okay, right. Okay, no more queries for now.
So what's the deadline of this thing?
See, we have given the deadline here. Okay, if you go to the materials, you can see the deadline here, right? 7 March. Okay, it's around 10 days. Okay, Abdul.
Okay, sir. Yes,
Right.
sir. Got it.
Okay. Well, then I will conclude here. Okay, we'll conclude the session here, and I will try to share the recording. Okay, I will try to share the recording. Yeah, and if you have any query, just reach out to us. Okay. Okay, then thanks everyone for joining. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for your
You